For those who don't understand that progressives brought out a lot of people, a lot of young people, and they weren't voting specifically for in some altruistic manner for Biden. They wanted many times something else. But they voted the interest of the country. They voted the interest of humanity. And check out what these young women had to say. I was so impressed by their thought process. Check this out.
Here's a few young women and students who have been here since the beginning. So, did you think this was going to happen?
I didn't really have any predictions, but I think there's still a lot of work to be done. But I'm really happy that there's not a neo-fascist in the White House, and I think this gives me hope that there's still some semblance of democracy in this country.
Are you concerned that President Trump is saying he's going to challenge this and he may not leave?
I think the reality is that as much as regardless of the amount of fascism that he will try to put into this country, we will not accept it as a democracy. We are a democratic country, and at the end of the day, he has been fired from his job. We are a democracy, and the people will always have the power, regardless of what he and his small pea brain would like to think.
Really? Yeah. You seem pretty happy.
Yeah, I am happy because although, yes, Biden and Kamala have their shortcomings, this means so much for so many people, and the fact that they even want to place value on human lives, that already says enough.
Those are young people that likely would have sat out this election. There was a lot of work, there was a lot of activism that was put out there by progressives to get that increase in people coming out. As you can see, Donald Trump maximized his base. 71 million people thought President Trump was the person to elect, the person that caged kids, the person that holds women by their private parts, the person that has had many wives, the person that have said, I don't care about your health care, the person that have said, you know what, I'm going to take your money and give it to rich people because they are more deserving than you are, the person that is going to pollute the drinking water that you have, the person that says, you know what, I don't care about regulations. You know why? Because if whichever friend that I have that needs a change in the regulations, irrespective of what it does, I'm going to do it for them. 71 million people were fooled into supporting that guy. But you know what? Over 75 million more. More than we are going to be over 6 million people over Trump when this is over. It shows that the majority of Americans are still thinking Americans. The majority of Americans are still people who are going to think a little bit deeper about doing good. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.